Jewish writings, however, usually refer to it by the fifth Hebrew word in 1:1. Bimidbar, in the wilderness. So you learn the Hebrew word. Bemidbar, Bemidbar, in the wilderness, which more nearly, listen, indicates the content of the book. See, the Bible is content, whether you know it or not, okay? All right, so welcome back to the Morning Read, episode 355, y'all. And today we are going right into the book of Numbers. But before we do, y'all know I like to give you a backdrop, a synopsis, an intro into the book that we're entering into. And today we're entering into the book of Numbers, which really means it's a book of wanderings according to the Bible. We've been studying out of the cross-reference and translations. So basically, it says Numbers is a book of wanderings. It takes its name from the two numberings of the Israelites. Again, the very first census for the children of Israel. And when you look at the world census here in America, we are being whitewashed out of even being numbered and being counted and accounted for, okay? So with that being said, the first at Mount Sinai and the second on the plains of Moab. Most of the book, however, describes Israel's experiences as they wander in the wilderness. And remember, it was a period of 40 years. So I probably would say from Exodus and the Exodus exiting out of Egypt until now, it's probably about 20 years, maybe halfway there. You have the whole book of Numbers, and then you have the whole book of Deuteronomy. So you had Exodus, you had Leviticus, and pretty much Numbers, Deuteronomy, and then in the book of Joshua, we enter in and cross over the Jordan, right? So it takes about 40 years. So we're about 20 years in, right? And the lesson of Numbers is clear. While it may be necessary to pass through wilderness experiences, one does not have to live there. For Israel, an 11-day journey became a 40-year agony. Can you imagine only having to be someplace for 11 days and it turns into 40 years? Can you imagine going down into Egypt to buy some damn corn because there's a famine and some wheat and flour and oil and being there 430 years? No longer a free person, but as a slave? Can you imagine coming over here in America with the intent of being over here for a lifetime, right? 500 years later, still being a slave, though? That was not the intent, was it? No, it wasn't. These people brought us over here intending to do this to us, right? So although people have to go through this wilderness experience, nobody ever expected it to last 500 years, 400 plus years over here in America. We've outdone Egypt. Let me just say that, okay? We have outdone Egypt. Now, the title of Numbers comes from the first word in the Hebrew text. Why is a translated Greek Bible always referring back to Hebrew? I just want to know, okay? Will somebody put that down in the comments and listen to what Numbers... It says Wayadaba. Wayyedabber. We got the dabber part. Wayyedabber. And he said, Wayyedabber means, and he said. And God has been saying a lot up until this point, right? So now when we get to the book of Numbers, it's like, listen, he said it, okay? And that settles it. Jewish writings, however, usually refer to it by the fifth Hebrew word in 1:1. Bimidbar, in the wilderness. So you learn the Hebrew word. Bemidbar, Bemidbar, in the wilderness, which more nearly, listen, indicates the content of the book. See, the Bible is content, whether you know it or not, okay? The Greek title in the Septuagint is arithmoi, numbers, arithmetic, numbers, right? The Latin Vulgate followed this title and translated it Liber Numere. Liber Numere is the book of Numbers in the Latin tongue, okay? I love studying over here. We be learning something, y'all. We be learning something, all right? So these titles are based on the two numbers, on the two numberings. The generation of Exodus, number 1, and the generation that grew up in the wilderness and conquered Canaan, Numbers 26. Numbers has also been called the Book of the Journeyings, the Book of the Murmurings, and the fourth book of Moses. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. Let's read. Hey, but before we do, everybody, shalom and welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ears stay. And thank you so much for being here in episode 355 of the morning read on ReligionWinked TV. Now, y'all know some people like to get up and read people to filth, but we like to get up and read people to life. That's life more abundantly, okay? And we know that the Messiah is the way, the truth, and the life, right? And except a man come through him, they cannot enter the kingdom of heaven, right? So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and put this disclaimer up there. Some people can't physically see nor spiritually see and perceive the things of God, right? People cannot physically hear nor spiritually understand and comprehend what thus saith the Lord, right? Other people are mad at God, mad at church, don't read the Bible, lost souls, demonic souls, unrepentant hearts. And then there's you and I who deserve this word as well, right? So with that being said, don't forget your Bibles and your teacups. And y'all, I'm actually sipping on some tea right now. And let's go ahead and get into this morning read. Episode 355, y'all. Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. Let's read. Alright, and the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, 2. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the numbers of their names, every male by their polls. 3. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. 4. And of you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his father. 4. Let me read that again. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his father. 5. And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you of the tribe of Reuben: Elizur, the son of Sheduar. 6. Of Simeon, Shelemiel, the son of Zurishaddai. 7 of Judah, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. And Nahshon, I'm trying to tell you, there's a man named Salmon. Is Nahshon Joshua's father, somebody's father? Oh God, let me get there real quick, cause y'all be thinking somebody be telling a lie. Oh, turn with me to the book of Ruth. I wanna say Ruth. Is it chapter 4? Yes, verse 18. Now these are the generations of Perez. Perez is Judah's son that he had with his daughter-in-law Tamar, right? And we read, the Lord said, don't be sleeping with the daughter-in-laws, okay? It's an abomination. Anyway, he begat Hezron, and Hezron begat Ram, and Ram begat Amminadab, and Amminadab begat Nahshon, and Nahshon begat Salmon, and Salmon begat who? Boaz, Ruth's husband, right? And Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David. And somehow Christians will tell you David is the Lord of the Jesus, right? Of the Christ, of the Messiah. Anyway, Nahshon and Salmon, when we get to the story, or if you haven't got there with us already, because we know we read it, Rahab hides the two spies, right? Lie and say they're not there. They decide to go back and save her and her family. Put the scarlet string out your window. When we come back to seize Jericho, we won't affect you. Anybody outside of your household can get it though, okay? So basically, Salmon is one of the people Rahab hooked up with. And I'm almost certain Boaz very well may be Rahab's son. Do your research. Study, guys. Let me know what you think down below. All right, now let's get back to Numbers. We're going to go right into verse 8. Of Issachar, Nethaniel, the son of Zuar. 9. Of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon. 10. Of the children of Joseph, of Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Ammihud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazar. 11. Of Benjamin, of Bendan, the son of Gideoni. 12. Of Dan, Ahazar, the son of Ammishaddai. 13. Of Asher, Pagiel, the son of Akran. 14. Of Gad, Elisaphat, Eliasaph, the son of Deuel. 15. Of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan. 16. These were the renowned of the congregation, princes of the tribes of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel. 17. And Moses and Aaron took these men, which were expressed by their names. Verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls. Again, this is one of the first signs of numbering people, counting people, taking stats on people, categorizing them by age and by tribes, and same thing the world tries to do, especially here in America, with keeping track of these same people that was numbered in the book of Numbers. Are y'all following me? So now, verse 19 says, as the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. 20. And the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, talking about Jacob, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Not everybody was able to go to war, America. 21. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. 46,500 people, all right? 22. And the children of Simeon, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, those that were numbered of them, according to the number of the names, by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go to war. 23 says, those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. So it was 59,300. 59,300. 24. Of the children of Gad, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, right? I can help you a little bit here, guys, with this Bible. Next time, just list all the people. They're going to say this for every one of the brothers. There's 12 of them. So they're going to say in verse 25, those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Gad, were 45,650. 45,650. Now 26, we get into Judah. Same thing. A lot of repetition going on. Instead of them just saying 26. Of the children of Judah, this part here, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth was Judah, was Simeon, was Gad, was Reuben, and then list them. But no, God is particular here, and he has the right to do what he want to do with his word, right? And what he want to do is be very clear. He is not leaving any tribe out. 27 says, those that were numbered of them, of the tribe of Judah, were 314,600. Can we say 14,660? Is that how we read that? Let me know down below. 28. And of the children of Issachar, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth. 29. Those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Issachar, were 54,000. 54,400. 54,400. 30. Of the children of Zebulun, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 31. Those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Zebulun, were 57,400. 57,400, okay? So let's go with 32. Of the children of Joseph, namely the children of Ephraim, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 33 says, those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Ephraim, were 40,500. 40,500. One thing I want to say here, Spirit is saying, God is accurate with his numbering and his being detailed and very precise and at what he's saying and wanting to do here. America is not that way. They lie. People don't answer the door. People don't want to admit to being black, or you got too many people probably admitting to being black now on paper. You got black people admitting to being white people, and the census is off. It's completely off, okay? So now, 34 says, of the children of Manasseh by their generations after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 35. Those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Manasseh, were 32,200. 32,200 people ready for war in the tribe of Manasseh. 36. Of the children of Benjamin, by their generations after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. See, it says 20 years old here. America said you can go to war at what age? Please put it down below in the comments if you know, guys. Thank you. 37 says, those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Benjamin, were 35,400. So we're going right into 38. Of the children of Dan, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 39 says, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Dan, were 32,700. So I want to say 2,760. You guys let me know down below. 40 says, and of the children of Asher, by their generations, after their families, and by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Let's see, y'all. 41 says that that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Asher, were 41,500. 41,500. Verse 42. Of the children of Naphtali, throughout their generations, after their families, by the houses of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth. 43. Those that were numbered of them, even the tribe of Naphtali, were 53,400. 53,400. Okay, 44. These are those that were numbered, which Moses and Aaron numbered, and the princes of Israel, being 12 men, each one was for the house of his father. And who had the most amount of people numbered? And I'll give you an idea here. We just read Naphtali, 50 and 3,400. There was another 50. Was it not? So you let me know. Between Naphtali and one other brother, they had the most people go out to war, right? So 45 says, so were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war in Israel. 46. Even all that they were numbered were 603,000. 603,550. 600,000 and 3,550. 603,550. Let me know if I got that right down below in the comments, all right? And with that being said, verse 47 says, but the Levites, after the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. Does anybody know why in the comments down below? Please speak spiritually back to me, y'all, and let me know if you know why the Levites, the Haitians of the world, were not numbered to go to war. 48. For the Lord has spoken unto Moses, saying, 49. Only thou shalt not number the tribe of Levi, neither take the sum of them among the children of Israel. Why? We know he said that, but why? Does anybody know why? 50 says, but thou shalt appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony. So you can't be out warring and speaking the testimony at the tabernacle of the testimony. You can't be out at war. When God wants you, it says, and over all the vessels thereof, and over all things that belong to it, they shall bear the tabernacle and all the vessels thereof, and they shall minister unto it, and shall encamp round about the tabernacle. So while some are at war, Levi, the Levites, the Haitians of the world today, they are taking care of the tabernacle. And that probably could be one of the reasons why we seem to be losing as humans in this world, because nobody wants to do the things that God say do. 51. And when the tabernacle setteth forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to be pitched, the Levites shall set it up. So you can't be out at war when God needs you to tear it down and build it up again. And the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. Verse 52, baby. Wow. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard. We're related, but we have different standards, y'all, throughout their host. We have different standards when we host things, when we put on events, the way we dress, talk, cook. But we're the same people. We have by our own camps. 53. But the Levites shall pitch round about the tabernacle of testimony, that there be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of the testimony. This is why they were not assigned to go to war. Thank you for being so smart down in my comments. I appreciate you. 54. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so did they. And once we get back to doing it, we might be better off when it comes to war, when it comes to the tabernacle testimony, when it comes to obedience, which is better than sacrifice. And I know Christians say it, but sacrifice is better than obedience when it comes to Christianity. Let's just keep it real. Going into chapter 2, verse 1, let's read. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, 2, every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard, with the ensign of their father's house, with a sign saying, I'm Reuben, with a sign saying, Judah, with a sign saying, Zebulun, Asher, Naphtali, Issachar, Dan at this point, he's still a part of the tribe, Ephraim, Manasseh, Benjamin, Levi. If I left anybody out, let me know down below. Fill it in the comments for me, why don't you? So 2 says, every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard, with the ensign of their father's house, far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. 3. And on the east side toward the rising of the sun shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies. And Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, shall be captain of the children of Judah. 4. And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 314,600. Absolutely. Can you tell me who had the least go out to war? I asked you who were the top 2. Now, who is the least? All right, and with that being said, 5 says, and those that do pitch unto him, bloop, 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 bloop. 5, and those that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar, and Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, shall be captain of the children of Issachar. 6, and his host and those that were numbered thereof were 50,004,400. Now again, we already went through basically how many people were numbered. Here we're telling you who's the captain and how many people were numbered again. I tell you, a lot of this Bible can be condensed if it wasn't so repetitive in this way. Now, like I said, God can do what he want to do with his word. It's his word. And one thing I know he's trying to do is be very clear. So I don't have a problem with things being repeated to make the purpose of, hey, I want to make sure this is very understandable. And sometimes when you read a lot of the same stuff, it confuses people. But if your spirit is lined up with God, you understand exactly why he's doing what he's doing. So 6 says, and his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 50,400. Okay. 7, then the tribe of Zebulun and Eliab, the son of Helon, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun. 8, and his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 57,400. And I can almost take you back to chapter 1 and basically show you where he said the tribe of Judah, this son, he was saying of this son and of that son. And basically we're saying the same thing here. 9, all that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 100,000, fourscore thousand, and 6,400 throughout their armies. These shall first set forth. So we got 100,000, 80,000, 6,400, 86,400. Let me know what you think about that down below. Is my adding good for verse 9? This is how many people throughout their armies. These shall first set forth. I'm going to say 100,000, 186,400 people. That's my answer. All right, verse 10. On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben according to their armies, and the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur, the son of Sheduar. 11, and his host and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. Well, I guess this is called the book of Numbers, right? So let's just roll with the numbers. 12, and those which pitch by him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the captain of their children of Simeon shall be Shelumiel, the son of Zorishadai. 13, and his host and those that were numbered of them were 59,300. 14, and the tribe of Gad and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Eliasaph, the son of Ruel. 15, and his host, and now Ruel, I don't remember that name, but I remember Elisaphat, okay? 15, and his host and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. 16, all that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 100,050 and 1,450 throughout their armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank. Okay, Judah first, Reuben second. All right, now this is your army, your military being set up. Okay, So 17 says, then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forth for the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp. As they encamp, so shall they set forward, every man in his place by their standards. 18. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim, according to the armies, and the captains of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Ammihud. 19. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 40,400. 20. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh, and the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedazar. 21. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 30 and 2,200. 29. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideoni. It's really Gideon with an I. Gideoni. 23. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 30 and 5,400. 24. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in the third rank. 25. And the standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ehiezer, the son of Amishadai. 26. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 62,700. 27. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Okran. 28. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 40 and 1,500. 29. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan. 30. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 50 and 3,400. 31. And all that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with their standards. They go far back, okay? They go in the back. 32. These are those which are numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout the host were 600,000 and 3,550. 603,550 people. Let me know what you think about verse 32 and the addition. 33 says, but the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. And 34 says, and the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they pitched by their standards how they wanted to deck their house out, right? And so they set forward, everyone after their families, according to the house of their fathers. And with that being said, shalom, everybody. May God bless you and keep you. Make his face to shine upon you. Be gracious unto you. Lift his face and his countenance up upon you. And also let his shalom peace be in you, on you, and all around you. And with that being said, stay tuned for episode 356. Shalom.